about a year and a half. I was a late appointment to it when Senator John Ensign from Nevada resigned. I was put on the committee. And what we have not been doing on the committee, which is what a real budget committee should do, is mark up a budget, vote on a budget, you can amend it, you come out with a proposal, you bring it to the Senate floor, and then your colleagues can amend it and you pass a budget from the Senate. That has not happened in 3 years. I think that is a travesty, because without a budget, how do we have those conversations about where we want to prioritize spending? And how do we look at the perspective of, it's a good process that every member of the Senate can offer an amendment on a budget, and that this is an open process for the American people to see. I will tell you that the House has passed a budget. They have done the work. In fact, Congressman Ryan, who is now Mitt Romney's nominee for Vice President, he is the chairman of the Budget Committee, so you will hear a lot about his budget in this election, but they did the budget in the House, they passed it, it came over the Senate, and it was voted down on partisan lines. The Senate never did the budget. So normally how it works is the House passes a version, the Senate passes a version, and then they get together and reconcile them. But I've been so frustrated with this budget situation, I have co-sponsored a bill that said Congress should not get paid if you don't do a budget, because I think it's that important for our country. Two other numbers that I want to spend a minute on up there. Medicare and Social Security, because those are programs that I know there are folks in this room that are relying on them, or about to be relying on them, or certainly know individuals like my grandparents who are relying on them. And here's the truth about them. In 2024, Medicare goes bankrupt. In 2033, Social Security goes bankrupt. That's not from Kelly Ayotte, that's not from the Democrats or the Republicans. This is from the independent trustees, and their job is to analyze the solvency of these programs. And so you're going to hear a lot of discussion, I think, in this election about Medicare if you haven't already. And please understand that to not have an honest discussion about Medicare and to do nothing about it means bankruptcy. So this is a very important issue, and when we looked at that big federal pie of spending, if you think about folks that are heading or in retirement, 12 years isn't far from now. And if we want to preserve these programs, we need to make decisions about what we do about them now, as opposed to waiting on the precipice of 12 years from now and all looking at each other, and then the choices are a lot harder and more people are impacted in a negative way.